What's up, guys? Welcome to Social Setup Podcast number 5. The hard times, pushing through the hard times, the ups and downs. So this will happen if you actually consciously decided that you want to work on yourself. And you have to remember, personal development, guys, it's a never-ending process. So you actually signed up to basically have something that there's always something to improve on, whether it's in terms of dating, social skills, whatever it might be. You've signed up for it. So congratulations, you're taking on one hell of a journey. And I kind of want to just tell you guys about my personal experience with the ups and downs. So there would be times, guys, when I would be going out, approaching a bunch of girls, and I would just feel lonely. I'd feel like, why am I still doing this? Obviously I'm not getting results right now. This sucks. There's going to be times where you feel like you want a girl, and you can't do that. There's going to be lots of ups and downs. However, like the old saying goes, whenever there's a storm, there's a rainbow, okay? And you got to remember, this journey really is about the ups and downs, but you can't get down on yourself for the past mistakes you might be making. You can't get down on yourself for opportunities that you didn't take. You can't get down on yourself for trying. You are trying. That is so important. And I just want to just motivate you guys and keep you guys going and just tell you, don't give in. Don't give up. When I was a kid, guys, when I was a very kid, my dad would always say give up. He would always say quit. It was a very unfortunate thing that my dad would do, but my dad didn't really have a dad growing up. So the only way that he could motivate his kids was telling them, if they were, didn't want to do something that was mentally challenging, he would just tell them to quit. And it really affects a kid at a young age. And yeah, there'd be times where it's very hard for me to be mentally strong. And one thing I can tell you is that men's mental health isn't advocated enough. We need to advocate more for men's mental health. Very important. And yeah, so as a kid, I would always feel down all the time. And I was very lucky to find my friend Adrian, like I told you guys before, and he's the one that really changed it all for me. So you really can change your life. You can really manifest whatever you want. Imagination is everything. That's what Albert Einstein said. He even said that your imagination is your future coming attraction. I wanted to overcome a fear, and I wanted to put myself out there socially, approach girls, get over that fear, have a good dating life. And it happened because I manifested it, because I believed in something bigger than myself, because I used the law of attraction. I really was using the law of attraction in that scenario. So yes, you're going to have to jump in the cold pool. So don't feel bad for mistakes. Obviously, that's going to happen as well, as you're always going to, I can't tell you guys how many times I've went back to the drawing board and been like, oh wait, I could have done this. I should have done this, whatever it might have been. But just some bad openers right off the bat is I want to tell you some mistakes guys are making is when they open a girl or when they open a person, they open halfway. They say what they need to say. They say they open or whatever it might be when they're walking up. When in actuality, you should be in place, meet the girl halfway in the middle, and then say the opener, right? And just really just plain and simple, guys. Openers don't really matter. They just don't matter. It's really about how you flow in conversations, your energy. But you do want to come off, very. Not, I wouldn't say beta-like, because I don't want you guys to think you have to be beta when opening, but more subtle, very low, kind of lower energy, not super high energy, depending on what environment you're in. If you're at a mall, you definitely want to ease into it. But if you're at a louder environment, at a club, you can be louder, more crazy. But one opener I love to use during the day, guys, especially when I try to get people to do interviews, is, hey, excuse me, I have a question for you, right? See the tone of that? It's so lighthearted. And you won't get rejected because they're going to listen to what you have to say. But if I was like, hey, what's up? Hey, what up? Hey, what's up? It just wouldn't work. Hey, excuse me. It's polite, right? So you do want to be polite off the bat and then ramble on. The biggest mistake, obviously, like I told you guys before, guys ramble on way too soon, or they just talk too fast. They'll ask a girl a question, hey, so how old are you? And then the girl will be like, I'm this age. They'll just skip it, right? The girl feels like they're rushing the conversation. And you really don't want to do that for a variety of different reasons. You do want to slow down when you talk. You do want to pause for effects. Those are all things that can create attraction. And really, when it comes down to creating attraction is when the girl's interested, you want to have the conversation flow in a certain direction. You want the conversation to go in a certain direction. Do you want to take this person out? Do you want to like go on a date with them? Like these are all things that, like if you're a man and you approach an attractive girl, that's really what it comes down to. The coolest thing about being a man is you actually get to approach girls, right? If you're a girl and you approach guys, obviously, yes, that could be a thing. You could get results. But, girls don't really have to. And if anything, if a hot girl approaches me, I kind of automatically think something's up. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Is this a prank video? Like, you know what I mean? But girls are used to it. And they already know what's up, guys. They already know that you think they're cute, they're beautiful. They already know. So just letting you guys know, they already know. Okay? One thing I used to do back in the day, guys, is I actually used to practice flowing with strangers. So one of the exercises is like flowing in a conversation by storytelling, right? Using charisma, eye contact, light smiling, energy, hand movement. Those are all things, guys, that you really need to do, especially in this short attention span world. You have really a couple like seconds to impress. So that's one of the exercises, storytelling, that I have my clients do. And I'm telling you right now, there is nothing more powerful than being able to captivate another person for them to listen to you. Okay. One thing that Leonardo DiCaprio does extremely well, and I watched so many videos on different actors, their charisma and how they talk, is Leonardo DiCaprio. He actually lightly smiles before he's about to talk, and in conversation he'll be like lightly smiling when he's talking, and he'll also pause for effects, and he has this like quiet intensity about him. He doesn't try too hard for rapport, but he's just like mysterious. He's like, yeah, what's up? What's your name? And then it's like drags people in. With vocal tonality, right? When you're explaining something, you're coaching, this is the tone. When you're talking to someone and they're just trying to vibe, hey, what's up? How's it going? Oh, nice to meet you. Da-da-da. That's the vibe. So you do want to like practice the range of your voice. You want to go high, you want to go low, you want to go medium, you want to go very low. If you're trying to break rapport and like tell something to somebody if you're trying to tell something honest, you're going to probably be a little bit more monotone. Like, hey, listen, I want to tell you something. See, you really have to use the muscles in your voice. And if you haven't, played around with your vocal cords, you definitely want to start doing that. Like, one thing I love to do in the morning right when I wake up is I like to say, what's up? What's up? Hey. I like stretch my vocal cords because I'm going to be making content. I'm going to be talking all day. So that's one thing I like to do when I wake up. And as well, what I love to do is just start watching content that would help me throughout the day. So another thing I love to do, guys, is I love to write positive things down that either happened in set. It could be as simple as, I kept the conversation flowing. It could be, I approached a girl even though I got rejected. The more positive things you write down on a piece of paper or even on your phone on notes, this will help you basically continue to go out, continue to want to be good socially, to go out and want to pick up girls. What's not going to help, guys, is victim blaming. What's not going to help is, getting down on yourself for getting rejected. That won't help at all. You should be proud of yourself if you approach a girl. You should be proud of yourself if you float in the conversation or if you took action, okay? Those are things that will help you not quit. The whole point, guys, is actually going out and doing it, right? Gaining confidence in the process, right? And taking your lumps along the way. You're going to take a lot of lumps, so be prepared for that. But don't get discouraged.